At the beginning of the story, we see a man named Charles Bronson, who is considered to be one of the most dangerous prisoners in history. This prisoner was so dangerous that he was sent to 120 different prisons. Now, Bronson himself was standing on the stage telling everyone his story and what the purpose of his life was. Whatever his childhood, youth, and life were like, he will tell everything with his own mouth. He said that he always wanted to be very famous, and for this, he was ready to pay any price. Then we see Bronson in a cage where even his clothes have been taken away from him and his whole body is covered in wounds. But still, he did not give up and was beating badly any guard who came to his cage. Damuka panic. Now all four guards together catch Bronson and beat him badly. But Bronson still didn't stop. And he beat those guards badly again. Bronson was laughing a lot as he told his story, as if he is a psycho, while the people in the audience had gone absolutely numb. When Bronson was born, he was an ordinary child and there was no shortage of anything in his upbringing. But as Bronson grew up, his habits started changing. He started stealing, and when the children at school found out that he was stealing things from them, they decided they had to teach him a lesson. But as soon as she started telling Bronson that you are a thief, you stole our things. So Bronson lost control over his anger and started brutally beating the school children. Gradually, seeing his anger, even the children were scared of coming near him. One day during class, his teacher scolded him. So he hit the teacher. First, he hit the teacher badly and then picked up a table and threw it on him badly. Everyone was surprised how a child could do all this. When some people from the school came to his house with Bronson to complain, his mother did not listen to them. He said, "Bronson, you go inside and close the door on the school people's faces." He liked his son the way he was. She didn't want Bronson to change for anyone. Bronson said that no matter how violent he is, he has some principles. He does not hit women, and he has never broken this principle. After some time, Bronson got his first job in a restaurant. He enjoyed working there. There was no problem. But then he started stealing money from there, too. There was a girl working with him there who fell in love with Bronson. She always kept looking at him. With time, Bronson also started liking the girl, and he would give her some part of the stolen money. But soon Bronson was caught, and a company filed a case against him on charges of theft. When the police came to his house, Bronson was already prepared that the policemen would be coming, and he attacked them as soon as he got the chance. He started beating the policemen badly, until he gave up. While being beaten, Bronson would get so lost in the fight that he would turn into a complete... He even bit off a policeman's ear with his teeth, separated from the body. The other policeman trembled when he saw what kind of man this was. Now Bronson was jailed for some time, but then he was released after a short time. As soon as he returned, Bronson married the girl who worked with him at the restaurant. This girl's name is Ari. After some time, they also had a child, but even after having the child, Bronson did not change much. He was still the same angry person. He had a gun which he cut down to make it smaller so that he could keep it with him and people would not know that he had a gun. Bronson now needed money, but he did not want to work under anyone, and he wanted to do something he enjoyed. He kept to himself. He did not care much about his family either. Now Bronson takes his shortened gun and quickly reaches the post office to rob it. But I didn't get much money there. But now Bronson had come under the police radar. Soon the police arrested him again. This time the case lasted longer and Bronson was sentenced to 7 years in prison. Bronson was definitely sad to hear about the 7-year sentence, but he did not show it to anyone. Bronson's mother was still there and she said, "Son, I will fight your case till the last breath. Don't worry, I will definitely get you connected in 4 years." As Bronson was taken to jail, he realized for a moment that he was doing something wrong. "That's why the judge has thrown me into this room, away from everyone." But as time passed, Bronson realized that this is my life, and now he started enjoying it. He decided that now I will make a career in this. I want to become famous in this field. I am fond of mischief. Bronson now roamed around in the jail all day long, and a year passed in this manner. Now Bronson was bored with his life here, and he wanted to do something different which would give him a kick. And the very next day, Bronson sat down comfortably at work like a king, thinking that now I am not going to work. Then the manager came and asked him why he was not working. On this, Bronson started abusing him and saying that he doesn't do his work. What will he do? The manager also called the guards from outside. And when the guards started questioning Bronson, Bronson beat them badly, dragged me and punched and kicked me. They somehow took Bronson out of there. Now, after committing this crime, Bronson felt that yes, life would become worth living like this, and now he started beating people indiscriminately in the jail every day. Soon the news spread throughout England that Bronson was the most dreaded prisoner in the history of England. Tired of Bronson's daily beatings, the jail authorities requested for his transfer and said, "Take him away from here." I can't handle this. When Bronson was being taken out of the prison to another prison, all the inmates started shouting his name as if he was a movie star. Johnson was very happy to see this because this was exactly what he wanted. He thought that now I am becoming famous in my line, meaning this thing is working. This sequence continued like this. Bronson was moved around like this, from one prison to another, and from one to a third. One day in a prison, Bronson was given the job of serving tea to all the prisoners. He was just doing his job. Just then, a man named Bran came from the front. Bronson was waiting for Brian to do something wrong, just so he could get a chance to beat him up. But Bran walked away praising Bronson. Bronson became silent for a moment because it was after a long time that someone had said something nice about him. By now, Bronson had fallen in love with prison and felt that it was perfect for him. But the only thing he did not like was that he was always being shifted from one jail to another. But did he improve at all this? Now his actions became so out of control that he was put into a psychiatric hospital because he was said to be mentally unstable. The mental balance of all the people here was disturbed. Here, too, Bronson beat up the guards on the very first day of his arrival. After which, Bronson was picked up and kept in a separate place. One man could never handle Bronson. It always took at least 3 or 4 men to carry it. Yet he was such a wicked man that he would even make their condition worse. In this new cell, Bronson would lie around all day long as if he were a madman. Now, fed up with Bronson's actions, the people in the mental hospital forcibly gave him drugs so that there was no strength left in Bronson's body. Now he couldn't move much. And the doctors would come to him once a day and ask about his health. But even now, he did not talk to them properly. And whenever he got a chance, he started abusing him and saying, "You bloody doctor, run away from here. Should I slap you somewhere? I can't open my mouth, but I have to talk nonsense." Bronson was now given such drugs every day. But one day when a party was going on there, Bronson also stood up seeing everyone dancing. But even walking with great difficulty was putting in a lot of effort. But then a guard stopped him and asked him to sit quietly. Bronson started crying loudly at this. "What are you guys giving me? I can't do it. I am not able to kill anyone. Stop this medicine." He didn't want anyone to stop him from doing anything. And if anyone does this, he will break his face. So now Bronson decided that he would have to get out of this hospital. Now I have to go back to jail at any cost. Now he started thinking, what will I have to do to get out of this hospital? Let me do one thing. I will kill some mad person. Thinking this, the next day Bronson tried to kill a man, but the man survived. Due to this, Bronson was sent back to jail on the charge of attempt to murder. But this time, he was kept in solitary confinement, i.e., alone in a dark room. That too, for 26 years. Present day, Bronson tells the audience that what happened was very wrong. He had tried to commit murder. There was little bloodshed and no case was filed in this incident. He just punished me straight away. Is it a matter? Bronson's stories had by now become famous throughout the country, and so when he was wrongly convicted, protests broke out in the city, causing great damage to the government. After which Bronson happily says that I am now the most expensive prisoner in the country. Well, after this protest, Bronson was declared mentally insane, and the judge said that he was not in his right mind. Set it free. It will stay in jail and do harm. Bronson was now very excited to go out as he had not been out in the public world for a long time. When he was released from jail, all his belongings were returned to him, which included his watch, a leather purse, and a comb. This comb was given to him to make fun of him because he is bald. As soon as he came out, Bronson's parents came to pick him up. His parents had now shifted to a new city, a new house. In this new home, Bronson found nothing from his childhood or his earlier life. After which he said that I am fine in my old city. Now he went to live with his uncle Jack, who lived in the same city. Jack ran a brothel in the city, and because Bronson was very famous, all the prostitutes there knew him, and everyone tried to come to him, but Bronson did not pay attention to anyone. Then he saw Bran there, whom Bronson had met in jail, and Bronson asked him, "Do you have any work to do?" "I don't want to stay here amidst all this the whole day." On this, Bran asked him that, "Yes, I will get you a job. Tell me, what do you like to do the most?" "What I like most is beating people." On this, Bran said, "Very good. I have work for this very thing." Actually, Bran used to organize illegal underground fights. But he said that to fight, you will have to change your name. In fact, Bronson wasn't named Bronson yet. His real name was Charles Peterson. But Bran said, "Of course he's bald. You look like a hero. You name yourself Bronson." He's an American actor, just like that. He also liked this name very much, and he said, "Yes, it is okay. From today onwards, everyone will call me Bronson, and I will make a fool of anyone who doesn't call me that." After this, Bronson went to a club where after a very long time, he saw a girl like this. This girl's name is Allison. Soon they both became very close to each other and started living together. Bronson also started fighting in those underground fights every day. Bronson didn't have much trouble winning the fight because he enjoyed it all. All his other opponents were a little scared of him. But even after fighting so many fights, Bronson was still short of money. On this, he told the brand to arrange more dangerous fights, but he wanted more money. Bronson then began fighting the two men at once. He didn't face much trouble in that too. It was more fun up top, and soon he defeated them both. But Bronson said that I need a more dangerous challenge, after which he started fighting with wild dogs. The audience liked these fights very much. But Bronson won every time, so he still didn't make very much money. Well, one day Bronson confessed his love to Allison. But Allison said, "I have a boyfriend. I love him." Allison said, "I like boys like that. He wastes money on me." "What do you give me? You are a worthless fellow." Now Bronson understood that he had to do something with the money. And Christmas was coming soon, so gifts would have to be given too. Now Bronson reached a diamond shop to get Allison's gift. He threatened the female worker there that the police would be called after 15 minutes. Okay? Meanwhile, the shop guards arrived, whom he beat badly. He hit him a lot and left with the diamond ring. Soon Bronson brought the ring to Allison. But Allison said that I told you that he is my boyfriend. I love him. Bronson gave her a diamond ring, to which Allison said, "I will take this ring, but I still love my boyfriend." Anyway, nothing is going to happen to you in life. You will fight and end up in jail. Bronson was heartbroken, but because of his principles, he did not say anything to Allison. He just congratulated me, and he quietly walked away from there. As soon as he came out, the policeman caught him and took him to jail again. Bronson was out of jail for just 69 days. The governor asked him what he did for 69 days. To which Bronson replied, "That's what I like to do." He was fighting with everyone. "I am fond of mischief." Hearing this, the governor put him in jail again. But Bronson started it all over again. One day, when the librarian came to keep some books in his cell, he locked the door and called the guards and said that if you want to save your friend, then come to me quickly. Otherwise, I will kill him without any reason. Before the guards arrived, Bronson took off all his clothes and asked the librarian to apply oil all over my body so that when the guards try to catch me, their hands would slip. The poor librarian also did this work with fear. When the guards arrived, Bronson beat them brutally. Many guards had arrived, but Bronson was out of their reach. But as soon as he got hold of them, the guards also beat him badly. Despite all this, Bronson continued abusing her. After which, a gag was put on his mouth and his body was tied in a special way so that Bronson could not even move. Then the jail governor came to him and explained to him that if you continue doing all this, you will lose your life. You are being put in jail one after the other, but there is no improvement in your behavior. But these words had no effect on Bronson. Now the jailers thought of diverting Bronson's attention to something else. For this, he was sent to do drawing. There, the art teacher, Mr. Daniels, praised Bronson's drawing. He said that if a few things are done correctly, then you will be making a very good painting, brother. The artist is a man. Where were you hiding? The art teacher also said that if you improve a few things and start making good paintings, I will also send your paintings to an exhibition outside. Gradually, Bronson became much better, and now he took his sketches to the governor. Seeing him, the governor praised him a lot and said that now a new life is going to start for Bronson. Now Daniel sent out Bronson's sketches. But as time passed, Bronson began to feel that maybe Daniel was exploiting his talent by selling his paintings outside. And then one day, Bronson caught Daniel in the art room and started beating him mercilessly. He closed the door to the art room and painted his body black. There were guards spread out everywhere outside, and they were repeatedly asking Bronson to open the door. Everyone was very scared for Daniel, wondering what the executioner might be doing to him inside. The guards asked him what he wanted, after which classical music was played for him. With this, Bronson started making paintings on Daniel's body as per his wish. As soon as he finished the painting, Bronson let the guards in and said, "This is my masterpiece." At the same time, he attacked all the guards. The guards also beat him badly without any mercy. Some time passed like this, and we came to know that now Bronson has been in jail for 34 years, of which he spent 30 years in solitary confinement. Still, no final decision had been made for Bronson. Bronson was locked in a small cage in terrible condition, where he could neither lie down nor sit. Soon the outside door was also closed so that no fresh air could reach his room. This is the true story of a prisoner named Michael Peterson, better known to the world as Charles Bronson. If you like the video, please like it and subscribe to the channel. And see you in next video.